Greetings, everyone. This is Audra Johnson, CEO of The Enterprising Woman, where we are about all things entrepreneur. I am also your go-to and your subject matter expert for small business startups, all things cleaning, health and wellness, and finances. Today's post is directed primarily toward business owners that sell products and goods that are shipped. What you're looking at here are two rebate checks. I'm going to explain them in a minute here. So again, this post is on the importance of ensuring your products that you mail to your customers as a business owner. Now, allow me to start with a fun fact. Our United States Postal Service, according to my research, may have to say alleged, but I can back it up. My research shows that the United States Postal Service is known to lose. Hold on to your hat. They're known to lose 4.38 billion packages each year. 4.38 billion packages are what the United States Postal Service, that's what they typically lose. So when you get numbers that large, it makes it more pronounced, the importance and even an urgency as business owners to ensure your packages. This check here, you see for $3.45. This is a rebate check for one part of a mailing service that I paid for. But just to go ahead and give you background on the purpose of these refunds, because I have two refund checks. I shipped an item, a product, to my customer, and it was lost. And so anything that has not been delivered within 21 days of mailing is automatically considered lost by the USPS. So if you ship something priority mail, if you ship something ground, you get the tracking number, and then you have all your other options, whether you want to insure it or whether you want to turn it into a priority mail situation or what have you. So with my situation, I felt comfortable sending it via insured restricted delivery, which restricted delivery just means signature required, okay? This is because this particular client seems to always have issues with getting her orders. So nevertheless, I felt comfortable doing that, and it was about $20 less than adding priority mail to it. So, I ship it, I'm good to go. I track it in the USPS system. If you do that, and I recommend you do that, with every package you mail with a tracking number, you need to set yourself up to get the notifications on USPS, because it will message you via email or text, your preferred method of communication choice, as the package moves. Now, the information is going to always be as current as the most recent scan. And so shipping something ground, it's literally going to the address or the location ground, as in it's going literally like you get in your car and you drive from one state to another. The only difference is that when it's going ground, it's going to go from one truck to another truck. In a perfect world, as your package moves that way, it's supposed to be scanned by each driver. But due to, of course, the shortage of employees, the spread of different sicknesses and diseases, and just the whole global reset thing with people rethinking their lives and changing their careers, retirements, and so on and so forth, there's a shortage. There's not only a shortage in the United States Postal Service, there's a shortage with truck drivers. So, you've got that on top of kind of like a double-decker situation. So the truck drivers rarely really scan packages every time they change hands. Long story short, the package was moving along, then all of a sudden I received a notification saying late arrival. So I kept watching it, And that's all it would say. So I kind of started doing my own investigating, and then I learned that, at that point, I needed to just file what they call an investigation for a lost item. Now, again, you have to use your own initiative because, when it says late arrival, that's just as far as it goes. So I went online and I went ahead and filled out the investigation, and you have to have all your information, tracking number. You have to have, of course, the information, name and address of the recipient of the package. And then what they really do is forward that to, let's say, the destination post office of the address of the recipient. And then that postmaster in that city will call you. And typically, I'm just going to keep it 100. They really kind of give you excuses. Some of them, will be honest and transparent and tell you the truth, but they just kind of give you excuses, but that's their process. So then, excuse me, after a certain number of days, which I don't recall at this time, but after a certain number of days, you can file a claim if you insured it. Because as I said earlier, I insured this package and then I had restricted delivery. I felt comfortable doing that. I felt, okay, it's insured, and I have it set up with restricted delivery where my customer has to sign for it, so we don't have any issues with that. So I felt comfortable doing that. And this big box, nice size package, it wasn't something small, it winds up lost. So after the required time limit of days, I filed an insurance claim. And I got the, claim and all of that, going. And then the first check, I actually just requested, I believe, for the return receipt, the restricted delivery, because it's $3.45. It was for the restricted delivery fee. Okay, this is the fee that I paid to ask them to make sure that my customer signs for the package when they receive it. So they refunded that pretty quickly. And again, this was a whole different claim. That's a whole nother thing. You have to file for each service that you purchase separately. Go figure. So my next refund, which I received here, this is a refund, $94.95. This is the actual insurance claim refund here. Okay. So you still have to go into the USPS.com system, and you have to go in, and that's a whole different functionality. You want to, go ahead and file for that. And you should get an auto-generated email once you file for the claim. Couple of nuggets here. If you're in that system and you're going through the file a claim process, make sure that you key everything in. And before you click submit, that you save everything first. It's something about their system. If you don't save it first and you just click submit, it'll just keep, kicking out, and you'll be wondering like, what's going on? I experienced that several times, and I even went to the Postal Service to see if someone could help me, and it was just to no avail. Typically, speaking for the region that I live in, they're overwhelmed, and they're nice because, I get to know my Postal Service, employees, because I'm in and out of the Postal Service handling my business all the time. But they just tell you, oh, you have to do all that online. You have to do that you just have to do everything online. They don't even try to help you, really, truth be told. So, and you can call the number 800 or 866 ask USPS, I believe. Forgive me, I could be wrong, but nevertheless, you can go online and you can call, but you have to be really strategic because their system is set up with the USPS to force you to just go through their prompts and not talk to someone. But it is very possible to talk to someone. You just have to be really strategic in doing that. But nevertheless, you see that this is a refund here. And this is a refund for, let's see here, my insurance claim, okay? And again, you have to wait so many days. And when you file that claim, you do need to prove up that your customer paid you a certain amount of money. So if your customer paid you via ePay, and you have the email, or if you can go in and retrieve the transaction amount, you can go ahead and do that. And you request the amount that you would like back. So if your customer paid you $300 for something and you have proof that they paid you that, you can request the amount of $300, and then they actually will judge that refund accordingly. They have the right to, quote unquote, modify your refund if they like. So there is an appeal process if you feel like it's not fair. If you're asking for $300 and they say we're going to refund you $200, you have the right to go ahead and appeal it. I'm not sure how that works, but again, everything's on USPS.com. So I thought this was important, especially since they are known to lose 4.38 billion packages a year. And that's just the USPS system. That's not including the other competitors and the other express delivery companies. So we know it's just the nature of the beast. So if you're sending anything as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, or even if you're just sending something to family and friends, if it's of any significant value, please insure it. Please keep record of your paperwork. Keep record of your receipts, because they may even ask you for proof of payment. Typically, the tracking number gives them access to everything, but you must keep everything in case you're asked to prove up anything. So, nevertheless, I hope this helps people. Again, I think it's just really important because many people are navigating with home-based businesses. They're selling products, they're selling goods. And also, last but not least, factor in that insurance fee, because the insurance fees vary based on how much insurance you're purchasing for the item. If you want to insure it for $500, well, the insurance fee will be more than it would be for insuring it for $300. So I hope this helps everybody. Have a wonderful and phenomenal day. Let me get in this gym. Talk to you later.